Hey guys, what is up? John here from fly@mikealpha.com, and you know everyone else is doing it, so I figured we would too. 2018 wrap-up video. It has really been pretty much the best year of my life. I can't think of anything else I would have rather been doing with that year. And it started off pretty cool. I was an airline pilot and I got to fly non-rev, travel all over the place, to Hawaii, to Australia, to the Great Barrier Reef, to Havana, Cuba, go run with the bulls in Spain. Just do crazy bucket list trips that I probably never otherwise would have been able to do if I didn't have that job. And 2018 was also the year that fly@mikealpha.com was born, the online ground school, and it's a complete full online ground school that takes you from private instrument to commercial, so from zero all the way to commercial pilot. And it was my dream to have this online ground school and have the private pilot course be free for people to be able to start out in aviation and have a way without spending anything to start out studying and learning how to become a pilot. And that became a reality in 2018. And on top of that, we made an additional 200 more instructional videos in 2018, which is just crazy. It's been a crazy, crazy busy year. And it's also the year that I finally figured out there's only so many hours in the day, and I had to choose between being an airline pilot and moving metal around the country back and forth, or going back to what got me to fall in love with aviation at first. I became a pilot because I looked up one day and I saw a Cessna flying over and I was like, I want to do that. And then I got into a Cessna and I fell in love with flying, and I got my private, my instrument and commercial and CFI and II and ATP and all that. And then eventually I went to the airline, which was cool. But there was really nothing better that I've done with my life other than quitting the airline and going back to general aviation, that same thing I fell in love with so many years ago that got me to be a pilot in the first place, and getting back to where I can actually share that with other people through YouTube, through the ground school, and teaching as a CFI and helping other people achieve their goal of becoming a pilot. There's nothing more magical than pushing the throttle forward on an airplane when you're the only one in it, and defying gravity as the Cessna or Piper or whatever airplane you're flying lifts off the ground and you slip into the sky. And I want everyone else to experience that too. And if you haven't experienced that yet, then make it 2019, make that your New Year's resolution. You will become a pilot this year, or at least start studying to be one. And you can start for free on the website at fly@mikealpha. And I'm so happy and so grateful for everyone that's helped make that a reality, help that website become a reality for everyone else out there to be able to start to learn to fly without putting any money down, putting any money out at all. And once I finally decided to quit the airline, well, I got back into general aviation and making even more instructional videos, and found my way up to Alaska. 2018 was the year I started flying with Steph, and she showed me that there's beautiful flying in Florida and around the lower 48, but there's even more beautiful flying up in Alaska. And we spent much of the summer cruising around, making awesome videos. Some of these will be instructional videos you'll see appearing in 2019, going to beaches and glaciers and landing on beaches and checking out the bears and flying to these volcano, beautiful, scenic places that are just totally untouched and uninhabited that you can barely imagine. And I think it was sometime in Alaska, probably after a few too many beers, that we decided, I've always wanted to fly a small airplane around the country, and why not do it now? When's a better time in your life to do it than right now? And so we decided to fly a Cessna from Alaska all the way down to Florida, try to hit all 50 states, and then fly back. And what it'll probably end up being is flying from Alaska down to Florida, and then hitting a few states, flying back to Alaska, working for a little bit, coming back down, flying to some more states, then flying back up. And it'll take us about 2 years to do all this, but we've already met so many amazing people on this trip. And it was finally in October when we got started on this journey. We left Anchorage, and we flew the Cessna through beautiful, amazing scenery. We passed through Washington and met up with another buddy who had an awesome 170 as well. Hit some beautiful spots around there. It looks pretty doable down there.
Oh, it's easy doable.
Yeah. We just landed on this awesome little gravel bar here, found some hunters that were hanging out here, camping overnight, and Kyle and Steph are up right now in the pattern, giving rides to some of the hunters, because who doesn't want to go for an airplane flight and then have some s'mores?
Think of that one, man.
Oh, that's sweet. That'll sell some airplanes.
And then eventually made our way down into Nevada for the High Sierra fly-in, which, guys, if you haven't been to High Sierra yet, 2019, put it on your calendars, you've got to go. High Sierra fly-in was absolutely amazing, and we will definitely be going back again next year. All right, time for me to go give this a shot. Steph's gonna stay on the ground and time me, and I'll be happy with anything less than 2:30. Let's be realistic here. Anything less than 2.5 minutes, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll take it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. After that, we headed back to Florida, regrouped a little bit, left the airplane out west, and bought a truck and an RV, drove across the country back to Nevada to get the airplane, and now we're just trailer trash pilots living in an RV, flying an airplane around, visiting all these places and visiting all these people. And I've got to tell you, there's nothing else I'd rather be doing with my life than that right now, just living in a trailer and flying airplanes. It is absolutely incredible. And the people we have met along the way, I know I've said it, and it's just so cool meeting all these people with their own airplanes or working on their private, renting airplanes, just a brand new student pilot starting out, working towards their commercial, working on their CFI, building time to go to the airline, whatever they're doing. It's so cool to get to meet them, hang out with them, and experience all the different avenues within aviation itself. For now, we're making our way through the lower 48. We're in Nevada right now. We're traveling all the way down to Florida. We will be there for Sun Fun 2019. And we'll pass through so many places along the way. Try to keep track of us where we're at. You can follow us on the live tracker at fly@mikealpha.com/trip. By all means, keep commenting on the videos, messaging us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Get a hold of us. If we're coming near your town, near your city, near your airport, let us know. We'd love to meet up with you guys. And while 2019 has a ton in store for us, the one thing I know for sure is it's going to be an absolutely amazing, fun-packed year, and I'm so grateful to be able to share it with you guys on this channel, on Instagram, on Facebook, on all those different mediums, on the ground school. And by all means, share it with your friends and family too. Let them follow along on our adventure as we travel throughout the country. I hope that everyone else gets to experience the same things we're experiencing along on this trip. And if you don't get the opportunity to, at least you'll be able to see some of these amazing places as we travel there. Hopefully you can make a short list of all the places you want to go one day in your own airplane. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your 2018. We are really looking forward to 2019. Fly safe, guys, and cheers to a new year.